At all.
I think it's close enough.
Good enough.
Yeah. Hello.
The cat got in the way.
Pick him up by the tail and swing him over your head. Say so long, Gabe Bowser, and throw him at the wall.
There you go. It's over.
All right, let's get.
Yeah, welcome back to a brand new, exciting episode of Video Ditch. It's me, Sam, as always, joined by Nick.
Right.
And today we've got friend of the show, Zwick The Editor, joining us today.
Editor to the stars.
Yeah.
Connected to every single one of your favorite YouTubers and your most hated YouTubers, but we're not saying which.
Exactly. Yes, Zwick, thank you for coming on the show today.
No, thanks for having me. I think I asked politely, hey, can I be on the show? Because I would like to talk about video games and not talk about dicks on my other show. So
it's true.
Yeah.
You picked the right program. Yeah.
I'll go on his stream and I'll be like, what if we talked about the game being played? And everyone says, no, we need to talk about penis. And I'm like, what the hell? What kind of...
No, it's really funny because it's funny. You'll come on my show and it's like you'll leave like a clean spot in my sewage system of a show. Yeah. So I feel like now it's my turn to like just leave a vomit stain in your clean, pristine church of a podcast.
Yes.
I didn't realize that's what we are.
The white teeth of the show.
Yes. Well, you know,
exactly.
We're prepped and ready to handle it. And today we'll be discussing the recent Steam Next Fest. I think Nick and Zwick have been playing some demos.
Yeah.
And we got some fun Q&A to do from our lovely community. So thanks everyone for writing in. It's truly going to be a pleasure to go over some of those.
Yeah. Timestamps below. Skip to your question and see what Zwick has to say. And write in the comments, hey, I like his answer. Or don't write anything at all.
Thank you. And
please never have him on the show again. This guest sucks.
Yeah, none of that.
We value everything, truly. But yeah, before we get to the meat of anything, you know, at the top of the show, I like to just do a kind of refresher with Nick and I if we've been experiencing any media lately that we felt like is worthy bringing to the show. Honestly, though,
I feel like that's going to be the bulk of the show. Sorry,
no,
that's going to be the bulk of the
show. Totally,
because of the demos we've been playing.
Well, this is non-video game media.
This is like, you know,
before we get
real
into it,
people speaking on the TV. Something I usually try to avoid, but sometimes I'll look at it.
Yeah, any movies, TV shows, anything since
just
we last spoke.
Was it the first 2 episodes of The Boys?
Oh, the latest season.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't pretend that I'm like a diehard fan, but I've kept up from the periphery.
Yeah, you know, I read the comics. It's quite divergent.
I've heard that show's been getting way too on the nose as the seasons go on.
It is a little bit like too many direct references, I feel like, to actual world events, which I just don't really like in general. I don't really like topical references. Like if someone's like, oh, wow, that soup flew worse than Jojo Siwa interrupting that concert. Like, what the fuck? This is going to age terribly. This has already aged terribly and it's been a week.
Yeah.
That's my only gripe. The action's all right. I wish there was more Carl Urban. They seem to be dedicated to off-screening his character for most of it, from what I've seen. Maybe it changed since, I don't know.
Yeah.
But more interested in games, to be honest with you. Don't have quite as much to say as I did for the Fellowship of the Ring, believe it.
Yeah, I think there's a way to do commentary, at least topical commentary, but that you have to do it with like a certain grace and finesse.
Yes.
Right. Where it doesn't where you do it without even like where the audience doesn't even realize what it is. I think is the best way.
I think Norm Macdonald said if you want to parody something, you have to on some level have some sort of respect or love for the thing you're parodying. Otherwise, it's just a bizarre kind of unfunny straw man burning situation.
Yeah.
You're just trying to
that's why political humor sucks so much ass, because there's no because there's no love for the other side. Sorry
Get
to
this
bring
guy
that
off the
up, but
show.
that's a good example of.
Get this guy out of here.
Yeah. Not to be a fence sitter, but it's like both sides of political satire just tends to suck ass, like with the exception of maybe
I mean,
Jon Stewart, but everything else just fucking sucks ass.
I do feel like that's kind of why Family Guy is the only one who really gets away with anything because it's the same unfunny shit, but it is on everyone. It is, no one's spared. Not the liberal in Wokistan or the gun toter in QAnon's America, whatever you want to call it. Peter lampoons them all.
Peter lampoons them all.
Hits him with that hard zinger.
I think that's the ones that last are the ones that do make fun of everyone in equal measure. I haven't watched the recent season of South Park, but I am curious. I feel like I came into South Park pretty late in my life, so I've gotten like a really wide swath of it to just like kind of cherry pick.
Collecting your Tweak and Craig Yowie.
No, I'm good. I'm good. But that's one that I also feel has done that. But yeah, I don't really have a lot of non-gaming media that I've been consuming. What about you, Zwick? Anything interesting?
I thought I wasn't going to have anything because I tend to avoid media, but Punch Forever episode 2 just came out.
Oh yeah, that was good.
And that fucking rocked.
Independent anime.
It's
very good.
Oh yeah.
I believe I'm familiar with what.
First one was good. The second one was still good.
It's by the famous Newgrounds pornographer Speedo Sausage.
I saw people, tweeting about their background, but I wasn't. Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't matter at all. The important thing is that it's got genuine love for tournament arcs. It's someone who genuinely loves anime, but has that kind of Newgrounds humor. Kind of like if Smiling Friends was a parody of like every tournament arc, from every anime from the 1990s, like OVA quality animation in particular. Just juxtaposed Newgrounds on one's gags kind of things. Very good.
Yeah, like the only tournament arc that I know of in anime that I was a fan of was Yu Yu Hakusho, and it kind of just reminds me.
Good save, pal. Yeah.
Yes. Can you believe that the main character's in middle school? He looks like he's in like late high school.
That
he's in middle school.
Things are different in the 90s. They age fast.
Yeah.
He's smoking cigarettes.
He's like 30 years old. He's like 30 years old. He's in high school and he looks like he's 30 years old.
At 17, he's
Jotaro
40.
famously de-ages, just like the creator.
Yeah, I saw that floating around on YouTube, but I've not taken time to sit down and watch
Check it out.
Yeah, and he uses like the Japanese, like it feels authentic.
It's real Japanese.
Feels like Japanese lost media.
They're not doing something insane and just saying random syllables.
Yeah, and I love the art style. The art style is great. Like, if someone told me, if I didn't know who Speedo Sausage was, I would not expect this to be made in America.
An American, right? Is whatever he is. He's not Japanese. He's not Japanese.
I think he's
Gaijin.
He's not Japanese. Yeah.
I just assume if you're not Japanese, you're American. That's the way it works.
It's the only country that matters. Am I right, brother?
It's true. It's true. Japan is the only country that matters. They make the best games.
Yes, famously.
Don't tell Shellfish that.
Oh, well, speaking of games, nice little smooth transition into here. We like to ask all our guests when they on their first appearances, what their personal history with games is. You can go as in depth or as little as you'd like to go into this, but we're always curious about any formative titles or genres, consoles, that sort of thing.
Right. Well, like I said, I've been gaming since I was a kid. I started off with Nintendo, and then I skipped all the way to PS1 because we were broke, and then PS1, PS2, and then I weirdly got into PC gaming late because PS3 kind of was more disappointing to me. I'm begrudgingly a PC gamer because the worst people to talk to. Yeah, the worst people to talk to are PC gamers, right? Because it's like, if you tell them like any flaw or why you prefer, PS console gaming, they'll be like, oh, you could do it. Like, I like using a controller. Oh, it's easy to use a controller. Like, not for 2016 was an easy user controller. Not only because of the Steam Deck is now more games are becoming controller accessible on the PC.
Now everyone's
also
a PC gamer.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, back in the day, freaking, I've never had a game on console just interrupt because of a random update in the background with my PC.
Yeah.
Right. That happens with consoles. And then you tell them that, and then they fucking shit their diapers, and they're like, "No, it doesn't happen. You're just being dumb." I'm like, I hate you so much.
A long history of
die
hate.
in a fire. But
thought you were gonna be like, when I first played Crash Bandicoot, I knew I was gonna be a gamer. It changed my life when he said, "Whoa."
Whoa. Yeah. But yeah. And then like for a while, I also the worst people to ask about, hey, I want a laptop that's really powerful. The worst people to ask are PCs because they're PC gamers too.
Right. They'll
like,
say, "Oh,
don't
just
get a
get
laptop,
a desktop."
get a desktop. Right. There are powerful. I'm rocking a powerful laptop right now. There were powerful laptops back in the day, but if you ask a PC gamer, hey, what's a good laptop? They'll be like, there's no such thing. And then I got recommended the worst fucking laptop. That was
unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then they go back to their pre-built and they're sucking their thumb saying, "No one can ever know. No one can ever know."
Right.
I didn't actually choose everything from Newegg. I was lying.
From Newegg.
Newegg.
I see.
Right. And then I got really disfranchised with AAA games right after the PS2. There are very few there are good games that exist on the PS3 and onwards, but like the decline was starting, right?
Yeah, the philosophy has
like
changed.
Lollipop Chainsaw.
Yes.
Yeah. There are like the few games I mentioned. Brutal Legend was pretty good. That was in that generation.
Tim Schafer.
I liked it. It's good. I'm not even a I don't like most of his games, but that one's good. There's Lollipop Chainsaw that was on that. That was good. Like, they exist. But point is, like, there is a steep decline, and right now PC gaming means so AAA gaming declining, right? And it's the worst it's ever been, right? And people are starting to understand it. But we are in the year of our Lord 2024. Indie games are at its best, and if you don't mind, since we're on this topic, I went schizo and made a graph.
Oh, yes, we love graphs.
Yeah, pull that up.
Visual elements. I love that.
Oh, wow.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, this way you don't have to do any editing, right? So I started with this is not like the best. This is not going to be the most accurate. Some people are kind of going to make something better.
Oh, hey, there's me.
With better data, right? So I'm kind of make sure I have the list with me, right? So yeah, so this is
Listeners,
like years and how many like
graph.
banger. Yes, this is like a list in what banger indie games that came out during the year, right? So I didn't. This ain't on the graph, but yes, but this isn't on the graph. But Postal 2 came out 2003, right? I felt that was an honorable mention, right? All right, and then we have 2008, which is the lowest or the second lowest, which is just Castle Crashers and Audio Surf, right? 2009, nothing that I could find. I'm sure there's something there, right? 2010, Super Meat Boy, VVV, Braid. 2011,
Braid.
Yeah, no, there's some begrudging ads down there. There are some things that I added begrudgingly.
Soldier Boy's favorite game, Braid.
Yeah, man. It's like Mario from the future. It's crazy.
Doesn't mean anything.
This game's not about anything.
2012, right? Hotline Miami, Skullgirls, The Cat Lady, FTL, aka Faster Than Light, and Little Inferno.
Honestly, I feel like Hotline Miami on its own.
A revolution.
2013, Battle Block Theater, Spelunky, No Time to Explain, Rogue Legacy, and The Stanley Parable.
Okay.
2014, we're getting up there. All right. Binding of Isaac Rebirth, Vanquish, or The Vanishing of Ethan. Yeah, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, Octodad, The Deadliest Catch, Transistor, Lisa the Painful, The Fall, and which I highly recommend The Fall if you haven't played that, and Lethal League. 2015, Hotline Miami 2, Wrong Number, which I still think the first one's better. Then we have
I'm
Undertale.
with you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked for Hotline Miami 2. I do like that there was. I liked the non-lethal guy. That was like my favorite missions. But I
Mhm.
felt like the level design was lacking. From the
Yeah,
first
I preferred the tighter
Yes.
level design in the
Not a big
first.
fan of the infinite window hallways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are pretty fucked up.
yeah. Okay, so Hotline Miami 2, wrong number, and then Undertale, Lisa the
Mhm.
Joyful, Honey Pop, and
Honey Pop.
Honey Pop. Yeah,
I
it
thought
was
you said
like,
this wasn't a biased list.
yeah, no, I wasn't. No, the only porn game that I like is fuck, what is it called? Flip Witch, and I still stand by that. But that's
Moving
neither here nor
on.
there. Yes, and Spooky's House of Jump Scares, or
Ah,
Spooky's Jump
Oh
Scares, actually.
yeah, Akuma
Yeah,
Kira.
that was
yes.
like the peak right there.
2016 was which was the previous year for indie games. We have Fury, spelt with an I,
Yeah, that's a good
Darkest
one.
Dungeon,
Mhm.
Super Hot,
Super hot.
Stardew Valley, Cluster Truck, Salt and
Mhm.
Sanctuary,
Uh-huh.
Hyperlight Drifter, Mother Russia Bleeds, Inside, and The Witness, which was another begrudging ad. And then 2017, it got really low again with just Cuphead and Hollow Knight. And then
But what
2018,
I
games
mean,
Fear and
those
those,
Hunger.
yeah, I
were?
mean,
Wow.
gigantic titles.
Yeah.
I mean, those are really banger games, but like, like it's the amount of games that came out,
No,
not the
I get
quality
it,
of
but I
them.
mean, the quality's also,
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. 2018, Fear and Hunger, Into the Breach, Celeste, which is great. The Fall Part 2, Unbound, Dusk, and then Lethal League
Oh wow.
Blaze. 2019, Baba Is You, Yik, a postmodern RPG,
Oh yes,
Noida.
thank you God
Mhm.
for Yick.
Yes. Noida, My Friend Pedro, Katana Zero,
Another an
Hypnospace Outlaw.
outstanding game.
Yeah.
I have to play that at some point.
Katana
And
Zero is
Disco
so good.
Elysium.
It
Oh,
is.
It is
another
good.
amazing, amazing game.
Mhm. Oh yeah, they get better. 2020 is just Hades and Sludge Life, which is like one of
Sludge Life.
two walking simulators.
Sludge Life I
Yeah,
actually quite enjoy. Yeah.
I've never
yeah, no,
played
it's
that.
like it's one of two walking simulators on this list. The other one is The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, which I highly recommend. All right, 2001, Cruelty Squad, Inception, and Severed Steel. 2002, this is where the numbers kind of start ramping up. Teardown, Nightmare Reaper, Cult of the Lamb, Fear and Hunger 2.
Uh-huh.
2023, World of Hunger, or yeah, World of Horror.
World.
My apologies. World of Horror,
World of
Pizza
Hunger.
Tower,
Uh-huh.
Flip Witch, Forbidden Sex Hex,
Next.
Lunacid.
Outstanding game.
Lu-
Lunacid was very good.
yeah. Yes, it is. I highly recommend it. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, Slayer's X,
Ooh.
Termina After Effect, Vengeance of the Slayer,
Got that
and
one.
Ultra
Another
Kill.
great one.
And and now 2024, as you can see, it's not that much higher. But when you take into account, this is only the first 5 months. We
Mhm.
have Bullet Mad Jack, Crow County, Fuda Puda Samurai, Yellow Taxi Go Vroom, Children of the Sun, Balatro, Pecan Dream or Picaya Dream. I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry.
Picayune Dreams.
Thank
There you
you.
go.
Dread Delusion, Animal Well, Another Crab's Treasure, Indica, and Stardust Vagabond. And that's just in
Wow.
the first 5 months of
So
2024, right?
back on that climb. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Not to mention
That's
the
that.
upcoming I.V.
Mhm. Well,
Oh,
yeah, but that's technically the same game. It's just a major update, and it's also not out yet.
Oh, yes.
But
The same game.
mhm.
that was a great revisiting those years through that graph. Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I totally forgot how old I
yeah, no,
am.
there's some.
I know.
Yeah, no, it really
Frankly,
sucks.
that yeah, but also
I was like, oh,
it,
Castle Crashers. I was in high
I was
school
a
when that
young
came
man
out.
then. Yeah,
I was
exactly.
just, yeah.
Yeah,
But truly,
but
it just goes to show that like people that say that no games come out or like new there's no good games to play like have
Yeah.
such narrow horizons.
no, I
Yeah.
hate that. It's like, yeah, no, people who say that don't look into the indie sphere, and
Mhm.
Right.
especially now, right? Like,
It's like
there's so
looking
many good games now.
exclusively to what Summer Game Fest and Nintendo Directs, if
Yeah.
anything.
Mhm.
Right. I mean, there must be some subset of people that go to GameStop and just are like, well, I'm just here to get FIFA or whatever, but
I'm here
I'll
to
look
get FIFA
around.
and Call of Duty this year.
FIFA,
That's what
Call
I'm
of
doing.
Duty, maybe Assassin's Creed if I want an artistic title. You know, if I want something cerebral, I'll pick up the new Assassin's
Artistic.
Creed. I'll learn something.
Right. I will say this new Nintendo Direct, it did have
Mario Party
the
Jamboree,
apologetic.
baby.
Oh, you fucking
Are you
cocksucker!
in for the 20-player party?
Oh, dude, Mario Party today is so. Why is it? What is it with Mario and being boring as the years go on? Because the
No,
other Mario
Super
Party
Mario Party
boards
was great.
look
You could
cool.
steal again. Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah, well, yeah, but this one they're so sterile now. Like the boards just don't have any
Yeah, I
personality.
can't believe they made Mario woke. They sterilized Mario.
Well, where did it peak for you, Zwick? What's peak Mario Party for you?
Anywhere on the GameCube, probably like a GameCube slash
Ah,
Wii.
yes. This makes
Mario Party
sense.
5 is
That
my
tracks.
my beloved fiance's favorite Mario Party of all time.
I don't know. They all piss me off, honestly.
Isn't I think that's by design,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Oh
where the
yeah,
fun
definitely.
is.
Yeah, it's a bullshit game that you love to play with people you care about.
Hmm
Mhm.
Not to ruin those
Oh,
relationships forever. That's where the joy is. That's where the big smiles are for me.
Mhm.
mhm.
Okay.
All right, but yeah, but I've been into indies a lot now, and I'm glad that indies are existing. It makes me feel old. That it makes me feel
Hmm.
old and happy at the same time. That 8-bit or PS1 and PS2 graphics are the new 8-bit and 16 graphics.
Yes.
It
Yes.
is
But I do
crazy.
I
like that it's
understand that
happening.
feeling.
They
Hmm.
can do, I mean, the stuff they're doing with that PS2 looking stuff is outstanding. And we'll get into that. I have a thing to say about
Okay,
that in one game in particular.
awesome. That sorry about the weird tangent, but it kind of naturally came up with the
No,
graph, and I
yeah,
wanted to
Yeah, that's
totally.
bring it
actually
up.
exactly what we're trying to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the indie scene is
Mhm.
kicking, going strong. It's
It's
very cool to see.
thriving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
And
yeah,
especially because
yeah.
it feels like AAA
Yeah.
is so unsustainable these days, and it very well may
Yeah, it
implode.
is it is crazy how AAA is essentially a gamble. It's like, okay, we poured in all this money into the game and it wasn't the number one bestseller of the year. We're gonna have to close down your studio. Sorry.
Mhm.
Sorry.
High Five Rush. High
Yeah.
Five Rush won awards, and they still closed it down.
That's
Like
crazy.
I'm pretty,
Well,
yeah, I'm pretty
Starfield
sure
didn't sell
people.
as many copies as they wanted, so they cut a
Bethesda's
cost
like, fuck
somewhere.
these guys. Your game was successful and well received. Kill them.
Yeah. It's called Todd's
Fucking Todd
Revenge.
Coward, shut it down.
Todd Howard. He hates the
Todd Coward.
Japanese, you know? It's
Mhm.
like, get Tango
Oh,
Game
that is
Works
a
out of here.
Japanese crime. Dude, that cartoon,
Yeah.
that game reminds me of a Saturday morning cartoon. I forgot it was Japanese.
Still have not gotten around to that one. But
Yeah.
okay, do we want to continue talking about your history with games, or shall we move on to
I mean, yeah, we
um
kind of went to the present where I just became an indie gamer. Yeah, that's
mhm,
pretty much it. I got disenfranchised. Like there was a period of time where I thought I was hating video games, and it was just no, the quality of video games were
Yeah.
uh, bad, and I
mhm,
started liking games again once indies started getting popular and getting good.
mhm.
So, you think you hate video games? Just give yourself some time. It's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
because you went through a rough patch of bad video games.
Check out a
Mhm.
little thing called the Discovery Queue, and you'll be shocked at what you can find.
I
Oh,
can
mine's so
imagine
strong.
the frustration because everyone is just like in that period of the 360 and PS3, people are singing the praises of games, I'm sure, whose design philosophy you just didn't agree with. But everyone's like, this is the
Mhm.
best thing ever. It's like, no,
Yeah.
this is not what I want.
Unbearable pain.
Yeah.
The transformation, not from a caterpillar to a butterfly, but to a
Something
rancid,
worse.
yes,
Yeah.
disgusting, oozing, festering creature.
But
Mhm.
Anyways,
yeah, the joy of the indie scene is that yeah, the tools are in so many people's hands now. And there's so much to yeah, to be created and to access from our mutual memories as inspiration.
yes, it's
Okay.
like a Sonic CD, you know, you can do anything. That classic
Mhm.
song that we all love and remember from Sonic CD.
Exactly.
Hold
Play
on,
the
but
legal
before
limit
we
of it
go
right
on,
now.
I need to bring this up. You know the song Sonic Boom,
Of course.
the song on there? Yeah. Someone should be fired for not having that on the cartoon, the
Okay,
Sonic
I thought you
Boom
were gonna say, I
cartoon.
thought you were going a different direction. I was like, if this guy's got a problem with Sonic Boom, we're ending the episode right now.
Hey, that's it
No,
for
that's
today.
that cartoon's fine. Yeah, no, that why didn't anyone make a remix of that song and make that the intro? That's
Oh,
super
because
upsetting.
it's too cool.
It's too cool.
Yeah.
It
It's too
makes too
epic.
much sense, as some say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sega was like, "Hey, should we do this?" And Sonic Team said, "No, we want it to be shitty.
I
We
want
want it."
something new and cool. Do we want we can edit this out if we want, but do you want to talk about your experience as editing, or do we want to just focus on like,
Yeah, you want to brag a little bit?
Sure, I've
you know,
edited for a while. I've edited for Asterios. I've
Who you want to name
edited
drop?
for
Who's the big
uh,
boss?
currently I'm editing for YMS. I'm doing a
Yeah.
new thing.
Any other
Uh,
abbreviations? Perhaps a BS or a
IBS?
no one worth missing mentioning right now, honestly.
ICP?
Yeah. I wish. I wish. Holy fuck. I'm telling you, they're dumb. They're a dumb band, but they are fun. All right. I like dumb fun stuff.
We got
All
some
right.
ICP related questions you can look forward
We
to.
do.
I
Yeah.
did look through it. Yeah. Yeah, I saw some.
With editing. Yeah, I guess just frankly, where'd you start? When did you start doing that? Was it like, what was the interest there? What got you into that sort of
I
activity?
well, I'm well, you could say I'm a creative, right?
Mhm.
That's the phrase. I don't know. I have a hard time doing real work. I don't know. I'm sure everyone can relate to this. I know I'm not the only one that's special, right?
Mhm.
But every time you're at like your real job, you want to fucking kill yourself, right? And I like I've dealt with too many fucking 16-year-olds that get away with murder because they go to their football game or they have like a football game and then they'll be mad at me for like the littlest thing. And it's like I hate like yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I suck at like it's the only thing I'm good at. That's really what it is. I
But
suck
how'd
at
you get
everything
into
else.
this sphere? What was the entry point? How did you get into the world of editing? Were you just like, you know what? I bet I could do this. I could download Adobe Premiere and I could cut something up and then send it over
Yeah.
to your movie sucks and it'll hire me on the spot, or how did all that go?
Well, I guess I just loved. I liked the idea of becoming a YouTuber. I've like my early YouTube stuff. I wanted to get into sketch comedy,
Hmm.
right? That was like the
Mm.
first thing I wanted to do.
Mhm.
But you had to rely on other people, and it's kind of like herding cats. So I was like, fuck that. And then
Understandable, yeah.
right, and then I did some game reviews for a little bit, which was fun, and it got a little bit of traction for a while, and then I got busy on that. And then I was like, well, I'll do other people's stuff for a while. So I don't, so
Mhm.
that way because I still enjoy it. Right. And then I worked with Asterios. And then through Asterios, I found Thought Cops, RIP,
Hmm.
Will Be Missed.
RIP.
Sorry about
Things
that
like,
again.
yeah.
Stop saying that.
Yeah. And then I just, I just, worked with Yellow Swag with their podcast Cold Cuts for a little bit. And then they just wanted to do their own thing. Worked with YMS, and I just uh it's just a passion I've had forever. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
I just like doing it. Yeah. And
Nice.
so
you're good
now I'm
at it.
starting to get back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I'm starting to do stuff for myself again, which I haven't done for a long ass time. And it feels
Oh,
good.
yeah, I'd love to
It
hear
feels
that.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's satisfying to create for the self, isn't it?
It is like yeah, I have like the dumbest, shittiest thumbnails, and I have like the dumbest, shittiest jokes, but it makes me happy making that stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
we couldn't
making
identify with that, but yeah, good for you, man.
like yeah, no, I like my slop. Like I know it's slop, but I like it.
I mean,
I
I'm
like
in
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, but then it's a variety show. Sometimes it'll be that, and then sometimes I'll be talking with Banana Hardsoft about his video game,
Yeah,
and we'll like a
Mhm.
serious
upcoming
discussion.
guests.
Ooh, yeah.
Sneak peek.
And
Yeah,
and the YouTube is just whatever I want it to be, and it's fun. I recommend that. If you're an editor, do something for yourself. Like if you're editing for other people, take some time to just do something for yourself. It feels really good.
I agree. It nurtures the soul, I think, to create
Oh
something
yeah.
at all.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes.
If you live a life without creating anything, even like drawing, writing anything, your soul will
Mhm.
wither and die. That's just inevitable.
Certainly. It's good.
Mhm.
It's good creative exercise. You know.
Right.
Can I get in front of the camera and microphone and not sound like a moron for an hour? Tune in next week. We'll find out. You know.
Well,
We'll
that's
see.
on my show. That's mandatory, so it kind of just works out. I
Hey,
turn
that's
my biggest
perfectly
weakness
fine
into
too.
my
Then.
biggest strength.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Mhm.
Well, I suppose, yeah, on that subject, yeah, what current projects have you been working on? You know, have you been streaming lately, or is it more like
Mhm.
recorded content that you're going to put out in like, long form videos or anything like that?
I stream everything I do, but you should honestly just go to I am on twitch.tv/Zwick the Editor, but you should just go to YouTube Zwick the Editor. Because we just cut the fun stuff into
Mm-hmm.
the video. There's that way, I enjoy a live audience, but I tend to ignore my chat on accident. I try not to, but there's
I
so many
understand. Yeah, you.
there's so much dumb shit going on
Mhm.
that you're probably gonna have a better time if you just watch
You're
the
really
cut down.
selling your stream here. Do you want to try that again?
No, look, if you like, no, some people like that. Some people like the
The
national conversation
neglects.
and all of that. Yeah,
I totally
yeah.
feel you
Come
there.
on, follow me on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
You should
Follow
like,
him.
yeah.
Watch
Look,
it live. Be a part of
follow
the
me on.
action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look, you'll have a good time if you watch me on Twitch, but I think the YouTube stuff is better in
Watch them both, is what
There
he's
you go.
saying. I'll
my.
do it for you. Watch them both.
There you go. Resounding
Yeah,
endorsement
everyone knows.
from
Yeah,
the guys from Video
I
Ditch.
have. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm bad at sucking my own dick, man. Everyone else says my Twitches are fun, so I don't know why I have a hard time saying my Twitch streams are fun.
It's
Everyone else.
mandatory
I
here.
understand. I understand. Humility can feel like
Yeah, I used to have that flaw. I
pouring
got rid of
acid on
that.
your skin, but yeah, no, you should totally be proud because,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you're certainly putting on quite the production.
Thank
Listeners, you're missing out on Zwick's cool video filters he's got going on. We quite
Yeah.
appreciate
Mhm.
them.
Switch over to the video version to see something that's going to change your life.
Mm-hmm.
Blow your mind.
Mhm.
There's a cat
Excellent.
right now that just demands pets.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never see it though if you're
You'll
listening.
never see it if you're just listening. All right. Any questions for Zwick in the editing sphere? Or shall we move on to
What's the
Steam
most
Next Fest?
fucked up and crazy thing that happened to you as an editor? As an
I
editor,
don't really have any. Yeah, as an editor, there's
I can
not
see
really
those
much.
gears turning.
Yeah. That's the problem. Because here's the thing: you edit. You know what? Editing's like. It's just
Oh, I
click and
know.
watch. There's nothing crazy. It's not like I'm doing backflips and shit while I'm editing.
I guess not. I guess no one's like, if you don't have this up at the deadline, I'll drive to your house and kill you.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
Yeah, no. Everyone I've worked with has been great. Yeah. I've never had an issue with anybody.
Wow. All
Everyone's
his
cool.
clients resounding praise for Zwick. If you need an editor,
Yeah.
he's your man. There you go.
Yeah. I've had people that were more picky than other people, but not unreasonably picky.
Yeah,
Right?
well,
That's about it.
that's fine, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine. Yeah. All right, then. Well, without further ado, we can move into Steam Next Fest. And from my understanding, you boys have played quite a few demos.
That's
and
right.
even assembled a demo disc in some cases.
I made art for it. Yes.
Yeah. So who wants to start?
Yeah, so why don't you go ahead? You've been streaming it for the last couple of weeks, so you have the most.
Yeah, I still got one more game to go. Let's see, 500 caliber contract. I've been sucking this game's dick for a while now. This demo it's so good. The game is my spirit animal. It's a
It is very
platformer
cool.
with a gun. Yeah, it has like a very 2003 internet aesthetic. Sorry. You can basically DeviantArt. It has influences from DeviantArt, Newgrounds,
okay.
Napster. It
Whoa.
feels like 2003. It
plays like an evil
looks like a
version of
shitpost.
the 3D Buddy from Newgrounds.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Interactive buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah,
The
and it looks
screenshots
like a
look
shit
crazy,
post game.
so
It is
imagine
crazy.
emotion.
Yeah, it looks
Oh,
like a shit
wow.
post game, but it's genuinely good. It's more of a tech demo than like an actual like level demo. but I highly recommend it. It also most of the games, I'm kind of surprised. It also supports ultra wide. So
Wow.
Yeah, it
How
looks cool,
forward thinking.
sounds cool, and the menu looks like the original Xbox
yes,
with
and
a nice coat of
as we're
chrome.
recording this, the video is out now. So if you want to check out my reactions to that game, you'll love it.
There you go. We'll
And
leave a link
just
below.
sorry, the cat was attacking my sleeve. Yeah. Also,
No
all
worries.
right, other one. Goblin cleanup. It's okay. Not really
And what's
controller
that game
friendly.
about?
It's like Viscera cleanup, but more focused on the
So
fantasy
what do you
type
play as?
as a goblin. A
What
goblin
about the
mage.
goblin is exciting to you?
She's a goblin mage. It's kind of cute.
Oh, Goblin
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mage.
That
I saw this
matches?
one. Anyways,
Yeah,
next
no, it's
game.
fine. Yeah. No, if you're into Viscera cleanup, you'll probably like this, right? It's different enough too than Viscera cleanup to be its own thing, right?
I see.
Let's see what else.
Not quite what I expected from the visuals. Go.
Yeah. Death Grip demo, the Death Grip demo, didn't play it. Was about to play it. Was excited to. It looks like a pod racing, legally distinct pod racing, but then it kept asking for
Yes,
my information.
like
So
evil pod
I,
racing, right?
yeah. But then it kept
Okay.
saying, like, giving me warnings, like, we're going to steal all your information if you play this game. So I was
Let
like,
him
nope. Come on.
steal. You want the game or not?
Eh.
Download the spyware.
Let's see.
Don't be a baby.
I am your. I'm sorry, I'm too schizo. I am your beast. I played that demo. That was a limited time demo. That's a fun ass game. That I'm sure you've heard of it. It's basically like an 80s movie where it's like, hey,
yes,
we
yes,
need you to fight this fight for us, and you just refuse. And the game is just you killing people, trying to make you force you do a job for the government that you don't want to do.
Oh, like a first blood reverse situation.
That's very funny. I
Yeah,
was
kind
just
of.
thinking about First Blood today. So that is what came to
Yeah,
my
no,
mind as well. From the
highly
developers
recommend
of
that.
El Paso Elsewhere.
Oh yeah,
Not cool.
I didn't know they made that game. I haven't checked that out, but I've heard that game's a lot like Max Payne, and I am a huge
It's
fan of Max Payne.
exactly what we were just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else? Let's see. Lauren's Lure, the robot rock climbing game. That's a horror game. I like the graphics. I'm kind of not feeling the gameplay on that,
Lorne's Lure.
but I think I need more
Okay,
time with it.
let's see.
Yeah. It's like it's
3D
it's all,
platforming. I see.
yeah, it's like yeah. I think I need to play that more off stream, but for now I kind of have an ick in my mouth. The tutorial's off. It gets buggy. Like when you die, you have to go back to the menu and then go back into the game. That was at least my experience. I don't know if that's other people's experience. It was a big pain in the ass.
Yeah, it'd be frustrating, I can imagine.
Yes, but I do like the aesthetic of that game. I'm probably gonna retry that game later on because I have hope for that game.
Yeah, give it another shot after a patch or something. See how it goes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
very cool.
Metal Slug Tactics. That's a fun game.
Okay.
It's a pain. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but I do love that art style. It is hard to play, but it is genuinely fun, and the mechanics are genuinely
That's
fun.
good. I was disappointed that it's not a new actual Metal Slug game, but I just I just want the characters to thrive at this point. I don't want Marco and
I'm kind of
Tom
the opposite.
to fester in mobile game hell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm kind of the opposite where I don't want to play the freaking like I don't want to break my wrist shooting people, right?
Yes,
So
you do.
I'll just
I
so
love
I'm okay with the
Metal
tactical
Slug.
RPG.
Oh man.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
the art style is amazing.
Mhm.
It's the best pixel art ever to exist is Metal Slug.
I won't
Let's see.
argue
Sorry, but
there.
you ever heard of a little game called Undertale? Yeah, that's what I
Oh
thought.
my god.
That's a good game, but the whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, Morn that kind of sucked. Don't recommend. It's
Anything
mediocre.
about it that
I'm
sucked?
sorry.
What do you
It's a
dislike
boomer
about it?
shooter. It's not that it sucks. It's just It's just
It
It's
doesn't innovate enough for you, not enough to really set apart from the
yeah,
pack in the
right.
growing boomer shooter game type,
Yeah.
which I guess is more like Quake type games at this point than Doom type games, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's again, it's got a good style, but I think I just don't like it the most because it's not controller friendly. It's one of the few non-controller friendly games that I did play. All right. Let's see. Parkside Decay, Soul Manipulation, which will probably
Very fun game.
Ah.
Very
It is
fun
good.
game.
Highly recommend it. It sucks that like my initial demo, I fucked up the audio, so that won't be able to. So I'm glad I got the interview with the guy because that audio got scuffed. My
Fucked up.
fault, not anyone else's
I
fault.
punched a guy in the head in that game. His head exploded. It was awesome.
It's a good pitch.
Mhm.
It's just like
Yeah.
Deus Ex in that way.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo
Very fun
Which,
game. Very cute little
it's fun.
Minish Cap style action
with
game.
Paper Mario. Yeah, with
Yes.
Paper Mario badges type system. It's yeah, no, it's really good. But I feel like the demo is not doing it any service because I kept feeling lost with the mechanics. I feel like when that game comes out, that game is going to be awesome. But like,
I don't know if the
I feel like
demo.
there's more mechanics. I feel like there's more mechanics that I don't know of yet, and the demo didn't do a good job of explaining it. So when that being said, I am looking forward to the full release, and I am checking that out.
I will
But yeah,
say,
there was,
if
there were,
there's the option to play through the boss fight in the demo, just go straight to that. It does a very good job of kind of forcing you to learn the controls because you're going to keep dying and dying until you learn how to play the game, which is kind of what I prefer. And that was what made me like the game personally.
right. Yeah. That was the last thing I did. And yeah, no, that's fun. It's like banking yo-yos and shit. Like, but there was other mechanics that I was doing on accident, like doing like quick jabs and stuff. And I was like, oh, how do I do that? That would be cool to do. And so when that full game comes out, I will buy that. That's fun. I like the aesthetic. Everything's good. Okay. And then the Red Snow demo. It's basically shooting people on a snowboard. It's fun, but it's too chaotic to actually know what's going on.
SSX tricky if it was good.
Hey,
Yeah.
how could you say that?
Let's see. And then
That's
Aero
so funny.
GPX, which
Okay.
is fun. I recommend that. If you like
racing game?
yes. Yeah, it's hard to find a good racing game. I love racing games, right? Like, but it's we finally got there's not good, like the only like good kart games out there that are indie is like
Bloodborne card,
this,
or sorry, Nightmare
Nightmare
card.
yes. And that one's not even multiplayer. That'd be great, but it's not like it's
Yeah,
multiplayer, but it's
it's
not like
just
online multiplayer.
Steam
really?
remote play or invite some friends over.
Yeah, exactly. Which, I
see.
do like the side by side play, but I would like that as an option. I would also like regular widescreen as an option. Right. So it's great. It's like the best kart game I've played, but it's like there's not enough features, but it's free, so you can't bitch.
Yeah.
This guy clearly has not played Crash Team Racing.
Yeah. I played the old version. I haven't played the new one yet.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about the PlayStation one.
And then Megacopter, which is and Wild Bastards, which is kind of fun, but it's also another roguelike, and I'm so sick of roguelikes, even if they are good. Yeah. I was burnt out a long time ago, but they don't stop coming. Not to say that
they won't stop coming.
They were the hottest type of game after Binding of Isaac. Everyone was like, "This is how you do it. This is how you print the money out. You either make a roguelike, or a Souls-like." Both games that are infamously so easy to make, as we all know.
Oh yeah.
Did you get a chance to play Tacklebox at all?
I did actually. Yes, I played a little bit of it. I didn't record, but I did play that game before this, just for that question. I do like it. I was hoping that it was going to have like Mario platforming with
really
with Big the Cat fishing, and well, like I'm using Mario as like a generic term, like jumping around platform, but I wanted Big the Cat fishing,
like mascot platformer mechanics.
Yeah.
I actually, I thought it was the best game of the whole Next Fest out of everything I played.
Big Catch Tackle Box?
The Big Catch Tackle Box is a platforming / fiction game. It's like, it has a very similar feeling to this not so much mascot platform, but like Tak and the Power of Juju or Jack and Daxter
Yeah,
kind of
it looks
gameplay.
that PS2 era. Yeah.
Jack and
It's
Daxter is definitely a good one. Yeah.
it's got such great character. It plays so well. It
Mhm.
has really frustrating platforming, but it's the kind where you know it's your own fault when you fall, so you can't really be that mad at it,
Mhm.
if that makes sense.
Hmm.
It feels good to play.
Yeah.
The animations are great. Every time you get a fish and he kicks off his hat
Mhm.
and throws it in there, it's everything about it's wonderful. I really liked it.
The sand travel mechanics where you
Yeah,
like
it's the
hook
sand
like a
travel.
summoning thing. It's
That
so
one, when I
good. Yeah.
started doing that, I
No.
just want to go on the little sand shredder just to hear the theme. It was like I
Yeah.
was taken
Yeah.
back to a distant land, you know, a game I never played.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
let me be
vivid.
clear. Just because it didn't give me what I thought it was going to give me. I'm not hating. I love that game a lot. Please play that game if you get audience. Play that game. It's free. The tackle box is free.
It's great.
Yeah,
That's I
it
think
looks
that's a good
cool.
test. It's going to be a good taste of what's to come.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
And was there
nice.
anything else?
No, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
What do you got going on?
Honestly, I was trying to play as many demos as possible, but I am spending most of my time with Tackle Box.
All right.
I just really liked it. I really liked the characters that they showed. I really liked the little dialogue options, the voice clips going through. I like the
Mhm.
music, the gameplay, the style.
Mhm.
I immediately switched it to the retro look, and it's even got like the little. You can see the seams between the polygons when you do that. It really gets that
I
PS2
didn't
kind of
know that.
feeling. Oh, it was great. It's really great.
Really takes you back. This game looks
Yeah,
really,
We
really
also
cool.
played.
it is. And
Yeah,
I
we also
hate
played
3D
Soul.
platformers, so this
Mhm.
really means something.
You really got to play 500 caliber contracts. I'm telling
Oh
you,
yeah, I
that's
will.
that's that's my that's my winner of this demo. Right, I love 500 too much.
There's a
I'm
big one on my
surprised.
list.
Yes, and then yeah, you also played Parkside, and
I
that's an
did.
awesome ass.
I could talk about that for a while, but I want to talk about that, not to give it away, but we will have the Parkside developer. I mean, I guess, yeah, to completely give it away. We will have Banana Hardsoft on the show this upcoming week to talk about his hot game,
Mhm.
Parkside.
Yeah, give us a sneak peek. So, like, what's the what was the best part of that demo there, without giving away
Oh,
too
let's see.
much?
I like the level design, and I like the aesthetic. Like this, he knows how to make he knows what he's doing when he's making a level. Because when I talked to him a little bit, I was just like, because he's only made immersive sims and if I was getting into gaming, I would not want to
You
touch an immersive
do
sim with a
that as
10
like
foot
your
pole
early
Yeah,
project, yeah,
because that sounds like it seems like an easy thing to fuck up, and he did a
totally.
great job with it. Yeah, with the level design and all of that.
Okay.
Uh,
yeah, air vents and all.
yeah, like I said, before the next episode, audience, please check out the demo for Parkside Decay Soul Manipulation,
Mhm. There you go. Yeah, as
and we'll
we
see.
were going through this list of games, I was wondering what genres do you typically gravitate towards? Like what do you enjoy playing? You know, you said indies, but is there specific like,
Mhm.
strategy, shooter sort of subgenre you enjoy?
Ah, I know this is the annoying answer, but I am very eclectic when it comes to gaming. Right? It always brings it brings a smile to my face
Yeah.
when I see a game that I really like and it says nothing, you've never played anything like this. I get really happy, right?
Yeah.
Like
No,
I would
I
say right
love
now I'm
that.
in my
Yeah.
yeah. Right now I'm in my boomer shooter era. There's a lot of good
Okay.
boomer shooters. Mullet Mad Jack comes to mind.
Yeah.
Or Mad Mullet Jack.
Is
Awesome
it
game.
Mad Mullet Jack, not Mullet Mad Jack?
I think it's Mullet
It's
Magic.
Mullet Mad. My dyslexia sucks ass.
No worries.
I that might be my indie of the year for
Okay. Wow.
2024.
And you still got 6 4 months to go the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Quite
Yeah,
exciting.
Yeah.
the Boomer Shooter roguelike. So that's really saying something. But I mean, the aesthetics of Mullet
Yeah.
Magic and the gameplay, it is a wonderfully fun game and a lot of horrifically visceral violence, which makes it worth looking at.
Mhm.
Yeah, the art is beautiful. Like it uses like 2D. It's 2D, like
Yeah,
how
the
Doom is
OVA
2D.
FPS.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What was the question again? I
No,
kind
just
of
what
got.
genres do you
Yeah.
gravitate towards? You said
Oh
What's your
yeah.
favorite indie title of all time? What would you say? This is the game that I look to, and this is the one that makes me say gaming is worthwhile. Gaming as a medium can be spared on Judgment Day, and God
Mm,
comes to me, Zwick, personally, and says, "Why should gaming be spared?" I can point to this thing and that will absolve gaming of all of its sins.
Wow.
Oh, dude, it's a toss up. That's such an unfair question because like you have
Mhm.
like
It
the
is.
top games,
It
in
is.
my opinion, are Binding of Isaac,
Uh-huh.
Hotline Miami,
Okay.
Fury, Dark
Okay.
Souls, right? And those are vastly different, and those are really good games. And just to say like the one, this is what game's worth. It like it's such an unfair. Like if I was to gun to my head favorite, I would probably say Fury. But like I said, that changes
Wow.
every freaking day.
Okay.
I love that answer. Hey,
It's
what
a
about you,
very
Nick?
underrated
What's
title.
yeah, it totally is. Great soundtrack, great aesthetics.
Mhm.
Great challenge too.
It's
Very,
Afro
very good.
Samurai. It's the Afro Samurai game we should have gotten.
Yeah.
Fury.
Love that. Yeah, Nick, what's your game of games?
I don't
Hallelujah,
know.
hallelujah.
Could be anything. I got no clue.
Ooh, good choice. Good
That
choice.
is good. Do you
I
consider
figured
that an indie though?
Killer
Is that it?
7?
Yeah, is that the indie
No. It's the
game?
greatest game ever made.
So what's your
Greatest.
what's your Jesus Christ indie game? What's your Messiah of indie? Since you
It's
asked
not out
too.
yet, but I got a strong feeling
Mm,
White Yick I Point V might be that game. I just have
hmm
a strong inkling in the back of my mind telling me that Yick I Point V will be the game that I can point to.
Okay.
Couldn't tell
Yeah.
you why.
Mhm.
But something's just telling you that.
Just something telling me that.
hmm
I
Okay.
am looking forward to that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Binding of Isaac is a strong contender. Not as someone who hasn't even like spent a lot of time playing it, I feel like just the ripples it had
I thought you were gonna say
through the,
Street of Rogue.
I mean, I love Streets of Rogue, right? Personally, I would definitely gravitate towards something like Streets of Rogue or Disco Elysium if I had like to
Oh
pick
yeah.
the one that'll like redeem video games in someone else's eyes. I'm like, oh, it's Disco
Disco
Elysium
Elysium is a
certainly.
good
For
choice. I
sure.
still have to play that, but it's so intimidating.
You show that to
Mhm.
That game is
Roger
scary.
Ebert and he would say, I was wrong. Sorry. I didn't realize. I
Video
was totally
games,
wrong
yeah.
about games.
Oh
Are you
man.
excited for Streets of Rogue 2?
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
that
that's
will
like
be
one
the
of our
one
most
time we
anticipated.
actually stream something together will be when that comes out.
Something topical, yeah.
Nice.
Um, Certainly, yeah, one of my most anticipated for the latter half of the year. Um, and I think that's saying something too when you have like these massive games that are coming out, these massive like Ubisoft games, but it's like what I'm really excited for is fucking Streets of Rogue 2, the solo dev project, immersive sim, roguelike open world. It's insane.
Oh yeah,
And
it
I'm
is. It's
so
kind of
excited for
funny.
that.
I totally forgot the Elden Ring DLC came out because I was playing Tackle Box. I haven't touched it at all.
No, I
I haven't even touched Elden Ring yet.
oh,
It's
I
all
mean,
right.
I certainly enjoy that game quite a bit. I think it
It's no Bloodborne.
yeah. I think it certainly deserves praise though.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's very
with
good.
the DLC, I don't think I bought the. I don't even know if the season pass was available back then, but I
No, I don't think
definitely
so.
have not purchased it. So going back into that is a daunting ask, but I am looking forward to it. Oh, yeah, just any. I guess that kind of goes into my next question for you. Like, is there anything coming out in the latter half of this year that you're looking forward to, either from Steam Next Fest or just like something that's been announced already or was
Um,
announced in the past few weeks since it has been quite the
so
summer of gaming.
definitely looking for 500 caliber contracts, but I don't know if that's coming out this year. I don't think there's.
Let's check.
I think Steam. There's also Samurai Unicorn that I'm super excited about.
Oh
There wasn't even
yeah,
a demo for that.
that one looks
That looks
cool.
good. Hold on, I have more games. Mugenics,
I'm
the guy who
sorry.
made Binding of Isaac. Mugenics, the guy who made Binding of
Mugenics.
Isaac.
Oh, the game.
Yeah,
Oh, not Nugenics. Total T,
Mew.
testosterone
M-E-W.
booster.
Our new sponsor.
Hey,
Hey,
gamers.
gamers. Does your
You
wife
low
not
T
love you
gamers.
anymore? Can you not open the pickle
And
jar and you got laughed at by your mother-in-law? You spend every day crying to your tidy whities?
You got Nugenics.
yes, Anton Blast. I think that's coming out this year, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
hmm
The Wario Crash platformer.
Yes. Mouse, but that's coming out 2025. That's like it's like a 50s cartoon as a
Yeah,
first person
Cuphead
shooter.
first person
Ah,
shooter
yes,
kind of
yes,
thing.
yes.
Right.
Yeah, Rubber Hose Killers.
Yes, the Fallen Aces, but Steamboat Willie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Airframe Ultra, which looks like what's the it looks like Jet Moto, but in an apocalyptic future.
Nice.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, I like
Angerfoot's
that.
coming out. Yeah. Yeah. Angerfoot, that's coming out
Angerfoot.
this year.
I feel like
That
that's
one looks like it's
very
gonna be good.
similar to Mullet Mad Jack Slider.
Yeah.
Gameplay
Insane
wise.
killing.
Yeah. Oh wow, this Airframe Ultra, I very much like that. It's like peak Sega 90s
Yeah,
naughty
you're
Oh,
really
aesthetic.
really capturing his interest.
Yeah, this could have come out on the Dreamcast.
Yeah. In a parallel world, this would have saved the Dreamcast.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
playing on the Dreamcast
also,
too. This was out.
yeah. Also, Enya Dream BBQ, the guy who makes the Enya cartoons with the split personality girl.
Oh, right. The yellow and
He's coming
blue
out with a video
head.
game, but I don't know when that's coming out. But
To be
that looks like
announced,
it's going
it
to be a lot of
says.
fun. Mm-hmm.
You seem to enjoy these experimental, surreal types
Oh
of
yeah.
games.
Also one that's I love that shit. Also here's a good one that should be on your list. Killer Bane. I haven't played any demo of it yet,
Oh, yeah.
but if the trailer's not lying, that game is going to be super fun.
The game looked absurd, but I
Mhm.
appreciate the enthusiasm. I could see why, frankly.
You know, that reminds me, if you want to play a real crazy game, I actually just got this from a friend of the show, Hunter, the Dreamer Must Die
Dreamer
developer.
Must
He sent
Die.
me randomly this game called the Wacky Wonderland Wallop, a 3D platformer for the ages, game of the year, greatest game of all time, the
Hmm.
game. If you want to try that out, it'd be a good one you could play on stream. I think
Ah,
it'd be
yes.
good to get your raw reactions of that going
Mhm.
through it.
Okay.
I
Send me a
played
link to
about
that.
two
It's
hours until I felt like I was going to have an aneurysm and die.
it's
In a
got
good way.
100% positive reviews on Steam.
Yeah,
You know?
so don't just take my word
Oh,
for it.
Yeah.
yeah, send me a link, please. I'll definitely try that out.
It's a crazy
Ooh,
game.
a demo that I forgot to talk about, Angela's
Here we go.
Era. Again, that's coming out
Yeah,
2025.
Angelina. We did
Mm.
play that one. That one is, I think, very good. I really like the bump style combat from East and adding in the tools and magic
Mhm.
with really makes it stand out. I also really like the 3D kind of PS1 look as usual.
And the aspect ratio is 3:4, which I am not against. However, if I'm playing it in windowed mode, just have an option for 3:4 if the game's going to be 3:4. Because for some reason, all the options are 16:9, and I'm like, just give me
Yeah.
the
You hear that, Mellow
just give me the
Santani?
3:4. Hear that?
Fix it.
Get on it.
No, but besides that, that's fun. But it's an interesting gameplay style where you actually bump into enemies to hurt
Yeah.
them. It really goes against your gamer instinct.
Bump combat straight from East. It's those
Mhm.
are the first East games I played, so it's shocking to find out that the game became a more traditional action RPG later in the life.
Mhm.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Al-
bump combat is very underutilized, and I'm glad to see that it's been kept alive through Angelina era.
And there's a game that you should have on your radar. This will probably be a few years before it comes out, but Sword Car looks really
Sword
good. I heard about
Car.
that yes, I heard about it from Iron Pineapple. It looks
Ah,
awesome. It looks really awesome. You
an
basically just
automated
drive a car
combat
with a sword.
game with a fresh coat
Yeah,
of
you drift and
gore.
slice people in half. It looks fucking badass.
Okay, so like a new Twisted Metal kind of.
Right, right.
Yeah, a little his cell shaded action going on. He has a straight up like sword just coming through the hood of his
Mhm.
car.
Yeah. Oh,
Kind
cell
of epic.
shading's coming back too. I'm getting hyped for cell shading to come back. I love that shit. And
Yes,
then
I
one more
also
game.
You know,
cell
as
shading.
Mhm. Also, last game I
yeah.
have to mention is Nightmare Operator, which looks a lot like Nightmare
Mm,
Unicorn. It looks badass. Highly recommend that. Have that on your watch list.
Nightmare Operator.
Yes.
The
Sorry, this is
years
the
2036.
List the podcast, but there's so many good
Listen,
games that are coming out that people
this
need to
No, it's
is
hear
fine.
about.
this is a
They're
gaming
gonna go under
show.
people's radar.
That's the
Oh
number one
wow.
thing we're talking about here is the video games, if you can believe that.
Mhm.
Nightmare Operator also looks really excellent aesthetic wise.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm super eclectic, and it really pays off because I find so many cool games because of that.
Mhm. I think that sort of behavior should be encouraged, if anything.
Yes. You
As
shouldn't
video
just play.
gamers, yeah, exactly. Don't
Yeah.
just
I
play
mean,
the big releases that come out each year. Play something that no one's talking about because the medium has so much to offer.
It's true.
right.
Go outside your comfort zone. You might find something that completely changes your life, and then years later, you'll look back and be like, "Why was I so obsessed with that game? Why did I act like Cloud Strife? What the fuck was wrong with me?" You'll try and repress that memory, but the time that you're doing it, you'll really be enjoying yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, going back to what you were saying about cell shading coming back and just looking at through a lot of these indies, I've been pulling them up as we've been talking about them. I love, yeah. I mean, I've mentioned so many times on the show,
Mhm.
just how the race for graphical fidelity is really like proving to be pointless. I think
Yeah.
I saw someone tweeting about how Nintendo has um has been doing well despite having like relatively weak hardware because they're not
Yeah.
caught up in that
Yes,
race
they don't
that's like
care.
bankrupting like other studios,
Oh yeah.
right? And it's like
Mhm.
perhaps we have reached like a ceiling with like high fidelity games where it's like
Yeah.
there's really no point in trying to make the valley like any less uncanny because you'll never get
It should be
there.
about
And it's
style.
not
It should be
worth
about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and it's not
Yes.
worth it in the end. Yeah, certainly.
Mhm. Yeah. Like it should be about style. Like you can like if you're gonna like because here's the thing. There's a lot of 8, 16, and PS1, PS2 graphics game. They kind of just look like shit because they don't add style to it. If you can
Yes.
have that low
Yes.
I
graphics,
Yes.
you need to add style is the key for
Hmm.
I
that.
really
You
feel
can't
like
just ape the
we
aesthetic.
we
Yeah.
peaked
Mhm.
with realism, and the furthest it should go, way
Mhm.
back in like 2008 with Metal Gear Solid 4. That was the apex. They did it the best, and they shouldn't have even bothered trying to go past that. That was the
That
Okay.
is a
perfect
good choice.
bridge, the perfect like cross between classic stylized look, Yoji Shinkawa's artwork, and real life, and it should have gone no further.
Well, here's my thing. PS1, every game had a jump in graphics that I have noticed until PS3. Like when PS2 to PS3, I noticed, and then PS3, honestly, to PS5, they look the same to me.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean the Yakuza games
like,
literally in Japan were released on PS3 and PS4 simultaneously until I think Kiwami
mhm.
1, and they looked essentially the same.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
just PS3 games upscaled on PS4, essentially.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The only difference is like they look a little less fuzzy the
Hmm.
higher you go in graphics, and that's
Hmm.
about it. And it's not
You
even
see
that
more
much of a difference.
pores.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I won't deny that there's like insane amounts of fidelity in current uh big budget games, but yeah, I appreciate that. I feel like as a medium, or at least not in the mainstream space, people are embracing. Like we don't need to reach for that, you know. It's like you were saying, Zwick, it's style is more important, you know, over
Mhm.
over fidelity.
Right.
Excellent. Any closing thoughts on Next Fest? There's a lot of games there, viewers and listeners.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
check out Demon School. It looks cool. I played the first 15 minutes and then we started recording.
Ooh.
Demon
That's on my list
School?
too. I have it
Demon
downloaded as we
School.
speak. What is that like a is
It's
that like a visual
Persona,
novel?
Fire Emblem.
A new style
Okay.
tactics RPG
Yeah.
where emotion equals action, as they say. Defeat big weirdos. I don't really appreciate the word. The
Yeah,
word, yeah.
if you like demonic spirits and Japanese demons, check it out.
I feel like I'm opening your world to so many new games.
I mean, I appreciate it, you know, as
Yeah.
someone who like I try to keep on top of release schedules and everything, but it's impossible, you
Yeah.
know. And so I don't frankly
Well,
like
yeah,
sweat about it, but
yeah.
it is really
2024,
cool.
year of the indie game. There's so many good ones coming out. There's games that have been pushed out that I keep forgetting about because there's so many games coming out. So I don't blame you on that.
Hmm.
Thank God for wish lists, or else I would just completely forget about
I
video
know.
games.
It's a
So
nice
All right.
surprise to log on and be like, oh, this game you wanted came out. It's like, oh,
Finally.
I totally
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah.
Wonderful for me. Anyways, any closing thoughts, or
any
do you want to
closing
move
thoughts?
on to people? The people have a lot of questions for you, Zwick, that you have to answer.
The people. Yeah, no, I don't have any closing thoughts. Just get get out of AAA and get into indie gaming. That's it.
Yeah, out of AAA and into triple I.
Oh, I hate AAA so fucking much. Just say indie. Fucking A.
I do. Yeah.
They're either single A or they're indie. Right?
Yeah, I don't think we actually like really talked about that, but that was a silly sort of like change in nomenclature that
It's a
they're
new
trying to
thing,
push.
yeah. Triple I
Stop
initiative.
Stop it.
Mhm.
Oh, the quadruple A game. Oh, it's so good.
Quadruple I is just being published by Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's just Mario.
How about the new metric? The game sucks or the game is good. All right, that's the metric I want.
There you go.
That's my closing thought.
That's all that really matters at the end of the day. Do I personally like it?
Mhm.
Exactly. Fuck everyone else.
There you go. All right, coming in with our community Q&A to close out today's episode with Zwick the Editor. Thank you again, Zwick. It's been
Thank you for having me. I had a good time.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. All right, Nick, do you want me to take the start, or shall you?
I'll take it. From Raccoons, beloved listener. How many attacking geese do you think you could take on before they overwhelmed you?
4. I think an honest 4. Because
I think you're hyping yourself up a bit.
You think he's gassing himself up? I thought that was a very humble answer.
I don't know. I don't think Zwick has the heart to break the neck.
If there's something trying to kill me, I just gotta grab it by the neck, and I think I can. In a panic state, but focused, I could handle 4.
Just black out, wake up surrounded by blood and feathers. What happened?
What happened? I was seeing red. I just heard the squawking.
Someone told me a story where they got drunk and blacked out, and they got drunk next to a slaughterhouse, and he woke up in a field covered in blood. And what happened apparently was that he got naked and jumped into a pool of like slaughterhouse blood, and then jumped out and then ran away. And he woke up naked, covered in blood, and he just started screaming.
And this friend was named Zwick the Editor.
I wish I was that cool to pull a stunt like that.
Is that cool?
I mean, it's certainly less
pig's blood, epic.
Less grisly than I thought it was going. I thought it was going like, and he murdered someone in his sleep.
Yeah, no, he was in the clear.
Okay, well,
this guy carried himself. He's gonna be prom king.
But yes, in a fugue rage state, Zwick would take on four geese
before being down.
Before they overwhelmed him.
Before he was overtaken by the swarm. As many geese as there are walking this planet of Earth.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Oh, but I was too fucking high.
You don't have the heart. You don't have the darkness. You don't have the eyes of killing intents.
You
can't tell.
Whatever,
you can't tell.
Boy. Yeah. I don't think you have the heart to kill either.
Oh shit.
Next from Raccoons. What is the best podcast
I want to
hear
Sam's answer.
How many think I could go?
He would never kill.
I would never kill. It's true.
He's too much of a conscience. He would be killed.
I would be. It'd be like I'd hope it'd be like a decent sized mob, though. I'd like to go down from like a dozen geese. Like, oh, this is, it's a dozen. The average man. A dozen could take down the average man. Yeah.
If it was 11 geese, I would have said the Sam was a cat. But it was 12, so it was
a solid dozen. He's clear. Yeah.
Sophie was crying.
Yeah. But okay, next question from Raccoons is what is the best podcast you edit for? And you can be as honest or dishonest as you want to be here.
You can only be honest.
Oh shit.
It's a bonus podcast. There's 2. They're kind of tied, and they're both with Asterios. Christery and Darkside Jills. I love Darkside Jills, and I love Chris. Yeah, Christery. Chris History. It's a Patreon exclusive.
All right, give us the elevator pitch for both of these shows. Why are they your favorite?
Christery just forces Asterios to listen to learn about the cringy history of Christian Western Chandler or Christina Western Chandler.
Right? Is this Chris Chan?
Yeah,
and who is Asterios? What makes this so funny? This guy learning about it.
For those who don't know,
yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's hard to. Can you explain? I don't know. I know him so much so well. It's hard to like describe. He's just
You know,
he
I mean,
does
you
not like
describe him.
cringe. He's not into cringe history. He hates cringe history. He
Makes
avoids
him
that
very
like a
uncomfortable, I'm
normal
assuming.
person.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
and
like someone
his
undergoing immersion therapy.
yes,
I see.
and
And that's a Patreon exclusive, you said. You got to pay the
yes,
big bucks to listen to that one. Okay.
yes, and he's with someone who really loves that stuff, so she forces that on him. It's great. And then Dark Side Jills is with Nico and with Sriracha and Nico. Sorry,
And who are
I
they?
got a lot of sleep. They are the Dark Side Jills, and they just Nico was the other DLC character of the Thought Cops. But they're both just the same person. They talk about 90 Day Fiance and other cringe stuff, and it's great. It's better than it sounds. Like
I was gonna say 90 Day Fiance rewatch was not what I was expecting.
yeah,
Wonderful.
but yeah.
And they could also
those are
catch that. Is that a Patreon exclusive, or is that something that viewers and listeners
It's
can
also
just check
Patreon
out?
exclusive with
Oh, there you go.
patreon.com/Asterios.
There you
But you
go.
can listen to the loudest podcast for free if you so desire.
Excellent.
All
All right, Nick, you want to take the next one?
Yes. Also, last one from Raccoons. You have 3 days to assassinate Andrew Tate. Who do you call for assistance, and how do you pull off the raid?
Uh, fuck.
And this can be
I don't know.
fictional or real people, I'd say.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Call on Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Yeah, Solid Snake. I was thinking,
Yes.
but Sonic works.
Policy. I would no. It'd be funny if it was Mario because he
He
just
jumps
go,
on Tate's
and he
head.
just like
Just stops him.
yeah, yippee, and then just
Yeah. Oh, I thought you
my
were
spine.
Yeah. Oh.
that'd be a great Newgrounds Mario parody. Mario kills Andrew Tate.
Mm-hmm.
Mario eats the
While
mushroom
on
pie, and
mushroom.
it makes him stomp on Andrew Tate's head.
Yeah.
That's
He
funny.
looks like a long Goomba, so it's what the confusion comes from.
There you go. Shit writes
Oh,
itself.
Newgrounds. Oh, Newgrounds.
All right,
So
there
he
you go.
calls
stomps
Mario
on it.
and he pulls it off
Yeah.
by stomping on his head.
Yes.
And
Yeah, he does
Mario
a triple
mushrooms.
jump right on his head.
There you
Yeah,
go.
he backwards
Yeah.
long jumps through the jail cell walls and lands right on him.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Next up, Antoids or ants.
Mhm.
Asks, did a time traveler go back in time to force you to eat paint chips as a child, or do you enjoy ICP for another reason?
You mean wall candy? No, I chose that myself.
Okay.
And B, B. No, I don't know. I was introduced to it by somebody, and weirdly enough, my dad was also into Insane Clone Posse.
That
which was
is,
There you go. The
that is
ICP
really
for viewers and
strange.
listeners who didn't realize what it was.
I
Yeah,
didn't know
the
you were a
Insane Clown
generational
Posse.
listener.
yeah, it's weird.
That is epic.
Well, they're fucking old. They're like from like the late '80s, like with Beverly Kills, like is like from the early '90s, which is a really great album.
They're Weezer
Like,
covered.
yeah, oh fuck.
Oh
But
shit.
like anything after Wraith of Shangri-La, they kind of drop off a bit, but they're still good. I like them. They're fun. Shaggy Duto does Twitch sometimes.
Okay.
Is he
Also,
the
I
one
would
with the furry
recommend Big
daughter?
Money Hustlers. No, that's Violent J.
I see.
And I wish I could be as good of that. That is a good father to support someone who's a furry.
She's
Like,
just
you're a
shitting
dad.
on him in that video. Like, Mom says we couldn't get the good fursuit because he doesn't make good music and we don't get enough money.
That's hardcore. That's an
If you listen
insane
to their
thing to
music,
say.
Somber.
it's on par. If you listen to their music, it's on par with
Damn.
their
It's a
sex.
great video.
I recommend it. There's
So
apparently 2 Snake Busters.
did we get down to what the appeal of ICP is for the
Yeah.
non-listener? What's the appeal there? If you had to distill it down to
Was it just indoctrination from your father?
just 20 words or less.
No, it's just they're dumb. They're funny. Like they make me laugh. Like there's some people that are that's it, right? There's like
What genre is the Insane Clown Posse?
I've heard them referred to as horror rap, which makes sense with some of their songs, but yeah.
I see.
But with lyrics like the Great Malenko, he gave me 3 wishes that night. I fucked 3 fat bitches. I don't know if that really constitutes as horror.
Right. That's more
of a
documentary
comedy
rap.
Yeah. They seem more funny than they are horror, but
I
that's my
see.
opinion.
Okay.
I'm talking about what's real, man. They cut to the
Yeah.
heart of the matter.
Magnets, how they work.
Yeah,
Tears
the
of the
classic
clown.
meme. All
The
they do.
modern Pagliacci.
Yeah.
I do want to say this: if you want to get into ICP, which I don't know why, but if you want to, I recommend Great Malenko or Ritter Blocks to start off with, and if you like them after those, venture on forth.
Then you're in.
Check it
Yeah.
out.
At that
And
It's-
you're
point.
in.
You're
Yeah,
never going to
beautiful.
escape that black hole.
All right. Human. Producer Human asks, would you kiss a beautiful alien babe? And
Yes.
that's the question.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, simply answered, simply asked. You know.
Yeah.
From Jesse.
Yeah, it depends.
It depends.
I mean, it depends.
I mean, they're beautiful.
Like, are they like? Is it like a alien that's humanoid, or is it going to be an alien that's like?
And whatever beautiful babe means to you.
Mhm.
Oh,
Personally, I'm thinking
just-
of like a green lady, but whatever's
Yeah,
going through your
like
head.
yeah, no, I'd fuck a Twi'lek, I guess. Why not?
I don't know what that is.
You know what a Twi'lek is. They're the
Look, I hate
tentacle-headed
Star
people
Wars,
from
and
Star
yeah.
Wars.
I know what that is.
Yeah, they have the natural handlebars. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yes, they're in KOTOR, I believe.
Sam gets it.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. From Jesse, would you kill a beautiful alien babe?
For no reason?
Just would you?
No.
They also you could kill a goose, but you can't kill an alien babe. I see.
Well, gooses are attacking this
Gotta
alien
write this
baby.
down.
If it puts me in a situation where I have to defend myself, yes, I will kill the alien
The
baby. But if it's
situation
just-
could be Postal 2, where you're bored.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
In a self-defense situation, he would kill.
Yes,
is what
if they
people are-
if they
Yeah.
drew their blaster on you,
Yeah, if they drew first
Yeah.
blood. Yeah,
Exactly.
what would you do?
I see.
And do you like the ICP EP with the mouse in the guy's pocket, whatever that means?
I
Yes.
don't know what that is. I tried looking that up and I couldn't find it to save my life. I'm sorry.
Fake
Send that to
fan,
me.
Jesse.
Yeah, tweet that
Fake.
to me. Like send a tweet to that EP. I do want to check that out. They have a lot of CDs, so I don't feel bad for missing out on that. Tell me what the supervillains are, all right? And then you can criticize me.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. It's
Exactly.
foreign to me. All right. From the One Buns, they ask, should Fred Durst have successfully hit Shaggy 2 Dope? What does a post-successful Durst attack reality look like? Now, this is a question that I actually need some context on.
Oh, I actually know what happened here.
Okay, please
on,
explain
go
to
on.
me.
Zwick, do you know?
I'm gonna let you say it. I
Okay,
think you would say it.
well, the ICP and Limp Bizkit, I believe, have a long-standing rivalry, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So at a show pretty recently, like a couple of years ago, Shaggy 2 Dope, I believe, went up on stage and tried to drop kick Fred Durst and completely fucking biffed it and fell on his ass, embarrassing himself, and then tried to swing at him while Fred Durst was insulting him and saying how embarrassing he was in the middle of his
Okay.
performance after that, and then he was escorted off the stage by security.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a fan
Okay.
of both of these people, right? I think Fred Durst handled it the best, just looking confused. He looked like the biggest badass by doing what he did, just looking confused, right? If I was Fred Durst, I wouldn't have changed history on that part whatsoever.
It was really embarrassing. He totally missed.
Yeah.
So he
no,
didn't
He was
mean to
way off.
retaliate.
He wasn't
yeah.
even close.
I see.
Yeah. It was the dumbest fucking thing ever.
Wow.
Like, I felt sad for Violent J. I was like, fuck, you guys, come on. You're a professional wrestler. You literally do juggalo champion shit wrestling, and you can't land a drop kick. What the fuck?
So what would have happened if he did hit Fred? What do you think the world would be like?
We probably would have saw a brawl on stage.
It would have
that
rocked the
would have
world like Will Smith.
It would have.
Yeah.
No,
Slap
honestly,
road
what
around the
happened-
world.
I think if there was a real fight, it would have gotten less attention. But because it was so fucking lame and hilarious, it got the most attention. It's like literally, it would have been less embarrassing if his pants fell down and his tiny wiener was fucking hanging out. It was great.
It's true. He really embarrassed himself. I think that might be the cause
That's
of this kind
embarrassing.
of Limp Bizkit resurgence going on.
Mm.
That's the seed.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well,
Uh,
all right. Thank you for answering. Take the next one.
Yeah.
yeah, from Beatstar. Have you gone and are you going to the gathering of the Juggalos?
I would love to. I probably won't. I haven't. I don't know. Part of me doesn't want to because I feel like I would just get a venereal disease by stepping on the grounds of all of those fucking dirty ass people.
Well, listen, you've been to furry conventions and such, haven't you? You've been to
I
these
have no. I've been to anime cons. I haven't been to furry
same
conventions.
thing.
Yeah.
A
There's
congregation of passionate people who care about one thing more than anything else in the world.
Yes. Yeah. I've been to conventions,
way
but
of
not
putting
furry
it.
conventions. Are you trying to accuse me of being a furry, good sir?
No, just
Yeah. All
a
right.
educated
Uh-huh.
guess.
Oh, because I jerk off to furry porn, you're gonna call me a furry
Yes,
now? Is that what's
mostly.
going on?
Is that
This
what
is
happens in this
largely
country?
it.
Oh, excuse me.
What? Right. Oh, because I jerk off to lesbians, does that make me a lesbian? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
Checkmate.
Damn.
Boom.
I don't have an argument
Right.
there.
so
I could
some
not
that you're
afford to be
saying.
a furry. All right. Like the fursuit with the velvet fuckhole, like I couldn't do it. All right. It's too sweaty and too expensive. I
I
think
know
we're
you
all
Too
can't afford to
expensive,
be
I
a.
feel like, is the sticking point. Yeah. So
I
you're
can't
saying
afford to be a video gamer and a furry.
right.
Yeah.
I can't get the special edition and have a fursuit, please.
Yeah. It's like one of those memes, like me or PS5. It's like the fucking fursuit or PS5. Yeah.
Definitely the
Mhm.
PS5 for me.
I think I'm taking the PS5.
I don't even want one, but I mean, if you're offering. And
Mhm.
from the Inquisitive Mug, mutual friend,
Mhm. Good friend of the show.
if you had to be murdered, would you rather choose the person who does it or the cause of death? A lot of these are focused around you dying or killing.
Oh, I'm honestly not surprised. I don't know. Like if I were to die, I don't know. I just want to die in a painless blood explosion in front of a white woman that's minding her own business just to traumatize her.
Okay, so you would choose the cause of
she's
death.
she's just
Mhm.
having her white wine spritzer and like she didn't even do anything wrong, but then I'm just like, "Hey, how's it going?"
There's like some
Just,
Paul
like, cover her in
Verhoeven
blood.
level of
Some
gore.
unresolved
Yeah.
Oedipal issues
Yes,
at play.
Like, whoa.
yeah, she'll just have PST. She can't do anything about it. She'll always wonder why it happened. That's how I want to go.
There you go. And that's that question
Yeah.
answered. Beautiful.
Mhm.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Zwick, for all those insights. And thank you, viewers and listeners, for all those lovely questions. Really, Zwick brings out the murderous
He really brings
intent
out
of
the
all of
best
you,
in
I
everyone.
suppose. Yeah.
I was on my best behavior on
He
this
truly
show.
was.
That's
No,
true.
yeah,
That's
Zwick, you
true.
were great. You were great. And
Unjustly attacked by these
I
questioners,
know,
the
truly.
Inquisitors,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say unjustly, to
and
be
the
fair.
geese.
But that does bring us to the end of this episode. So Zwick, where can viewers, listeners, where can they find you? You know, we mentioned it a little bit at the top, but as a
Mhm.
refresher.
uh, Twitter/X, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Zwick the Editor. Uh, YouTube, Zwick the Editor.
Mm,
Twitch, Zwick the Editor. I'm
nice.
also on Blue Sky as Zwick the Editor, but I never use that because no one else uses that.
Mhm.
I'm also on Instagram if you want to follow me there, but I also never use that. So I
Once
recommend if you want
again,
to follow me on Twitter and YouTube
There you go.
and Twitch.
outstanding jab.
Those are the three places you want to do.
You're really
Beautiful.
selling it. Listen, he does streams. He streams. He's a funny guy. You will laugh if you tune in. He gets eclectic,
Mhm.
random viewers who like to compensate and honestly detract from the gameplay because he can't focus because he's too busy LMAOing. His ass is separated from his body and it's on the ground.
It's off.
Especially, it's
Someone's even
up.
some would even say I rafflecopter from time to time,
It's
which
Oh
is
true.
wow.
fucking funny.
He
Wow.
goes soy, 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 soy. It never stops. See, now that's how you got to do it. That's how you got to sell this stuff, man. Look at your
Yeah.
shirt. You got to live up to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
everyone go check out Zwick's work at Zwick the Editor on every
On
platform
everything.
under the sun. Yeah. And as always, you can find me at the Super Sammy Com and Nick at Somebody Stop Me on Twitter
That's right.
/X. And we've got all our socials linked below. Again, Zwick, thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
This was a real pleasure. I'd love to have you on again sometime.
The twisted mind.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can
discuss-
talk. Like I don't have to spew all sorts of games that I'm looking forward to, and hopefully we can get into more specific.
No, we
topics.
will. That's what we want.
Yeah.
We love specificity as well, so we'd love to do a deep dive on something with you. But until then, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed what you heard or watched, like it, subscribe, maybe leave a comment if you're so inclined. But I can't force you.
Maybe
If
hit the
you
bell.
dare.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
you dare.
do the whole thing. You see every single person say it.
And truly, thank you for listening. Until the next time, keep on gaming in the free world.
Yeah.
We've NVIDIA ditch.
Game to the lame dame, game.
Peace out.